We are currently live on YouTube and Twitch right now, gentlemen.
Holy shit, we're live?
Live.
Live.
Wow.
Wow.
Cool.
It's the future.
Hi, Mom.
That's Friday night. Hi. Hi.
Oh, it's sad. We're doing this on a Friday night.
Yes.
Whatever. I'm 49. I don't give a fuck.
I don't either.
We're past the fucks.
Mhm.
Especially for what day of the week it is. At our age.
I don't have a job. It doesn't matter. Friday is a Monday as far as I'm concerned.
I like how my microphone is disappearing.
Oh, that's cool. Ooh. Haunted.
Hey, on Zoom, do you guys have original sound for musicians off in the upper left-hand corner?
Maybe.
Could you?
Would that be under, you gave us the thing.
Is it under view?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
But if you see it and you can turn it off, turn it off. If not, I don't give a fuck. Hey guys, what's going on?
Hi.
Hey,
Am I still
how
your
are
favorite?
you? Oh,
I'm great. Hey, you guys, guess what?
What?
This is the first Asylum I've done since 2022. Can you hear me?
Wow.
And I'm not saying it's going to come back regularly, but I'm hoping it will. I have a new co-host with Asylum who his name is Dustin Kraft, and he's been a guest a few times, and it's going to be a super fun, great time. But also, I've been really busy with another podcast called On Fire Tonight with Josh and Tressa. Josh has also been a guest on my podcast, and we basically talk about shows that aren't terrible and shows from the 80s that are kind of terrible but kind of great. Do you guys remember Misfits of Science? So good.
Yeah.
Misfits of Science.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good and terrible.
What was it on? What was it on?
It was on NBC. I can tell you that right now.
Huh.
It's fantastic and terrible. Yeah, so I've been doing that. If anyone wants to check that out, that's on, you can get all the links at onfiretonight.com. You guys have anything to open up with?
No, just thanks for tuning in. This is our well, I'm John. This is Matt from
Hi.
Undetermined the podcast.
Woo.
Hi everybody.
So this is what, our third time
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
so.
something together? So clearly we're going to have a podcast together at some point.
Maybe
Probably.
puppets will be involved.
I'm just seeing
I
like
hope
a
so.
theme going here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we get paid? That's the thing.
That's
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah. That'd be nice. Wouldn't it?
Maybe we'll sell candles or something. That's how we'll get paid.
Maybe.
There you go.
I think though what we can do is after this being our third Asylum flick, I think we can make one of these.
You know what?
What?
We've got the background.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty cut and dried.
I did go to film school for a full semester, so I think I know what I'm
Right
doing.
on. I got a degree in theater.
I
Yeah.
mean, shut the
We
fuck
got
up.
this. We
We
are
already overqualified. Let's do it.
I've directed a one-act play.
Yes,
Come on.
yeah.
I don't want to brag, but
I've been in a few, and as a cinematographer myself, meaning
Oh.
somebody who makes a meme like once a month, I think I'm fully qualified to shoot an Asylum film.
you know what? All we got to do, really, I think, is if we can find like a laser tag place that'll just let us come in for the night. We've got a set.
I'm sure.
Wait.
There.
Are you saying we just like have a talk show in a laser tag arena, or we film
Ooh.
ourselves? Oh wait, you're talking about a movie. I thought we were.
If
some
we're
kind of
making a
podcast or-
movie, like
Oh, yeah.
we've got a set right there. But I
Dude.
was thinking about like that's a really good business idea for Asylum. Would
Did
be
you
like
guys-
Just
Go
a
ahead.
backlot just for them.
just
Yeah.
just get an old warehouse, turn it into a laser tag place. It's making money, when they're not using it, and then just tell everyone to fuck off the days you're recording.
Yeah, shoot a
Right?
movie.
You can't
Easy
come play laser
peasy.
tag on these days.
I mean,
Right,
go outside like 5 miles outside of Los Angeles, and it's got to be way cheaper.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
mean, come on.
It's
Sure.
going to be a novelty. People are going to come just for that shit. And they'll buy the T-shirts and
Yes.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just telling you.
Yeah.
I
I'm
would
in.
go. I would go to the Asylum laser tag.
I would.
warehouse.
Yes, I would have my birthday there every year.
Absolutely.
Did you guys ever have church lock-ins where you would go to like
Yes.
an arcade and they would lock you
Yeah.
in for the night?
Yeah.
We didn't have that, but we didn't have a town that could support an arcade.
You had
We did
school
both.
lock-ins.
So,
Yeah.
School lock-ins. That's terrifying.
Like Project Graduation. Remember that? Yeah, you could go there and it was like a way to keep kids from like being out on the street and drinking beers and stuff. And you would go like do a lock-in. But we went to the lock-in and we got bored really fast. And they're like, if you leave, you can't come back.
Right.
Like,
well, and they gave away prizes too. So that kind of kept you around.
They tried to bait you
for like the big prize.
Right.
Look,
But
you
the
can
thing
win
that would
a
happen would be
mustache
like,
comb.
oh, I want a bike. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Yeah, you're 1 out of 300 kids who's entered for the 25-inch TV. And yeah, it'd be like, yeah, that's not worth it. I'm gonna go fucking party up.
Yeah. I'd rather go smoke crack. Thank you. Goodbye.
Right. Oh God, yeah, that was funny. It was the only time. Yeah, they try to do that at roller rinks and shit too, from what I remember. As a kid on New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah.
Same thing. Yeah. Yeah.
There's this place in Omaha that had, I think it was called Family Fun Center because that's what it was.
Sure.
And they had an arcade and a few trampolines inside.
Oh
And
wow.
possibly a bowling alley. I might be confusing with something else. I don't know. But that was, I don't know. That seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, I wouldn't want the
Every
goddamn liability.
Well, imagine like being an employee the next day. Like, what the fuck? This place is so fucking sticky.
Oh, that does.
Why did we lock 25 19-year-olds in here and
Ew.
leave?
Don't touch anything.
Anything. Get the luminol.
Okay. To be fair, I was talking about like fourth graders, but okay. And, like
Well, I was
soda
thinking about
pop.
graduation.
Not much different. I always like felt bad, for those like the like playland areas wherever all the kids crawl around,
Ball pits and shit.
Oh
all the
god.
ball pits, and then and I'm just like, oh my god, how
How
do you
Thank
even
you.
start to clean this place?
Oh good. No.
You need to find somebody who's done that and have them on the
Oh
show.
my god, I remember trying to just
I
when
bet
my
they've
kid
got
was small
stories.
enough, just
Yeah.
chasing him through there and just be like, oh,
Oh fuck. Oh, God.
I'm never gonna get out, and this is
Yeah.
disgusting.
There's something to
With
say
a
about it.
playland like the McDonald's playland.
Ugh.
Oh yeah. Sure, that was
Oh,
spotless.
You just crawl up there and you'll find like nasty ass diapers left
Oh,
over.
God damn.
Those
Yeah.
bubble windows are just smeared with shit that you don't even know what it is.
And
thank
you know,
Yeah.
you know those aren't cleaned every day.
Oh
There's
man.
No. Who's going up there and doing that? Nobody. No.
It's not. gonna happen.
Well, Chelsea, you're from Illinois. You remember the DeKalb McDonald's? Is it still there? Like
I
the
have
truck
no
stop
idea.
one with like the giant Mayor McCheese that you climb up in and shit.
No.
I don't know.
I'm
It was a
not-
big stop outside of Chicago.
I mean, I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
originally from Omaha, so I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
about DeKalb.
Well,
Sorry.
all right. Oh, it's funny. I just thought nobody's ever going to get up there to clean that shit out. Nobody. And they just hope it rains on it.
Or like bakes out in the sun.
Right?
It's either going to make it worse or better. Who knows?
Who knows?
I don't know.
You guys,
Columbia
we're here. Yes.
Did have the biggest Burger King play area in the world, I think.
I don't even
At one
remember
time.
Burger King having play areas.
The one in Columbia. John can attest to this.
Yes, they do. They do indeed.
It's really big.
It's
And
fabulous. All the germs you can eat.
Flame broiled.
All right.
Yes,
So
we are
speaking
here.
of
yes.
disgusting things,
Uh-huh.
Nice.
we're going to talk some projectile vomiting.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Also,
mostly, we're here to memorialize Tom Sizemore.
Yep.
Rip my bro.
Rip.
It is a sad occasion. It's a somber occasion.
Yeah.
But one of you guys reminded me that he was actually an asshole. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Right. You know, that's the
Yeah.
thing. I can't
Pretty
feel
much
real bad about ripping on him.
Yeah. He kind of beat on the women's and stuff, and no bueno. Heidi Fleiss in that case and everything.
Oh shit! I
Uh,
don't. I don't support that. I don't know if I
Yeah.
No.
You really have to. Okay. You have to separate the art from the artist in this one.
Yeah, because this art.
I don't think it's a big stretch.
Yeah.
Between the two. I think he probably expended more energy committing legal faults.
Right.
Dear Lord.
Well, anyway, from his past films, Natural Born Killers, True Romance. Oh my God. Saving Private Ryan. I mean, yeah, look at that. But then he's got you got that whole problem with the old drugs and the beating women's and the.
I was going to say, who doesn't? But then he said beating women and I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Cannot relate, Tom.
No, but in this film, he was like, "Not today, Dr. Drew." And
I'm going to sit my ass in the. I'm gonna sit my ass in this closet for a full day, and then maybe join the rest of the cast for the end for like a wrap up, and then I'm done.
After I smoke some hard drugs.
What do we have on tap tonight? All right, I got a little fire water.
I've got some Jim Beam, a sponsor. Thank you.
I just finished off the most disgusting wine and lemonade combination, and now I have a Costco vodka and lemonade, and it's delightful.
Nice.
There you go.
Costco rocks the alcohol.
I mean,
okay with their stuff. It's
a $13 bottle of vodka that's like gigantic. It's like a novelty bottle of vodka. It's so huge. Thank you.
Costco nice rum right here.
Yeah. Well, you don't have a Costco.
Speaking of that, we're gonna play a quick drinking game. You guys cool with it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna take a drink for every time Tom Sizemore stands up in this film. You ready?
Oh, I never get to take a drink.
I know. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, he did?
Oh, he did. Yeah, okay. He did once. That's right.
Done.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Yep. Matt took notes.
So did I. Oh my God. When I was done taking notes, I was like, how did I take this many notes? No, that's not possible. I ignored most of this movie.
You know what? It had more than most of the Asylum movies.
It did in a lot of ways, I thought.
Yeah. How many times did you guys watch this movie?
Twice.
This one? Once.
Oh, okay. So
I only watched it once, but I was intently watching.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I watched it last night for the first time, and then I was totally not paying attention. So I was like, I need to take notes and watch it again. And somehow the movie got like 3 hours longer the second viewing. I don't know what happened, but it was not as good as I remember it the second time.
Yeah.
The first time, like, this movie is amazing. It's got Adam Ant, if he was the spokesperson for a cereal that tears the roof of your mouth up. It's got CGI. It's got space. It's got acting. It's got relationships. It's got the biggest asshole you would ever fucking meet, and it's always angry and accusing everybody of everything all the time.
Yes,
that's it. Water monster.
Right. There's some lights and stuff I thought were kind of cool.
Ooh, those tentacles were great.
Yeah, those tentacles. Something else.
Yeah, it took me back. So we should probably say what the movie is.
Oh yeah, we have.
Yeah, probably. It's a good idea.
Probably. Battle for Pandora.
Yes.
Which did you guys see the first 3? Because I totally missed that. I didn't even know there were 3 other ones.
Oh no. I just thought this was a Way of Water mockbuster, and that was it. I thought it was a one-offer.
No. Well, it was kind of interesting. It was the title kind of went after Avatar.
Yeah.
Right, and then but like the movie itself was much more the abyss.
Was not.
Right, because it had the water tentacles, and both are James Cameron films.
Oh, I forgot that he did that. The internet told me that it was supposed to be an Avatar mockbuster, but I've never seen any Avatar movies, so I was like, okay, if you say so.
No, but if you look, the name is because where they go in the movie,
the planet,
Pandora
is the planet, and there's a blue alien on the cover of the Asylum film.
Right, that has
which
nothing to do with the
doesn't
movie.
show
Never
anything.
fucking
Right.
see.
I was
ever.
wondering if I was the only one that.
No, no.
Yeah, I was like, was I
That's
taking a piss when they show the blue alien? I don't think. No.
No, that's Asylum does that to
It just looks like
everything.
Pinhead without the pins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Books
yeah,
and
nowhere,
covers. Books and
nowhere
covers.
in the movie.
Just like those
No.
ones that used to fuck you over at the book fair when you were in elementary school.
Man.
This looks great. You read it, piece of shit. That story's never in there. That monster's never in there. Who the fuck wrote this? Yeah.
I don't remember.
I was a difficult third grader.
So we open the film and we've got like a team on the moon. Pandora. What is it, Saturn's moon?
One of Saturn's moons, they say. I was gonna look that up today to see if that even fucking checked out, but
I feel like it does, but I didn't look it up. I don't know.
yeah, I get more and more with Tress's idea. The more we do these, it's just like the science is just. I mean, it's low hanging fruit for one thing. You know they're gonna be wrong about everything.
I mean, the science in every Asylum movie pisses me off to no end, but in this movie, like the end all be all, what's her name? Jennifer, who is like the disease and germ, bacteria, whatever the fuck specialist.
Like all of the scientists know everything about everything.
But she's spouting off like third grade biology, and everyone's like, wow, that's impressive. How do you know that?
Know what? Yeah. Epidermis is. I do.
Here's some sebum. You know what that is? Oil. Shut the fuck up, Jim.
Wow.
But she really did. She pulled off the big words, and I'll give her credit for that.
She did.
No tongue tangling or anything. Just bam.
Yeah.
Threw them out there like she owned those.
She learned them all phonetically.
Like, come on, Tom. Just give me one hit off that pipe. Just one fucking hit to get through today. Have you seen these lines? God damn it.
Did you see?
No, I don't read lines.
Did you see who was responsible for the visual effects?
No.
Everybody's semi-favorite country artist, Glenn Campbell. I'm positive it's the same guy.
Same
Gotta
person.
be.
Absolutely.
That makes sense.
Boy.
Explains all the rhinestones.
It does.
Yeah. The running, what is that? The running belt with the glow sticks attached to them.
Right.
Those are
nice.
great.
That's
I mean,
part of the
a Glenn Campbell staple.
I think so.
Right.
So they're on the surface. They're doing experiments.
That first scene was very confusing because I couldn't tell anyone apart, and they were all talking to each other, and they're like, "Oh, what's going on? Who's that? What's going on? Where did that person go?" I'm like, "Who are you talking about? I don't know what's happening."
Yeah, that's what we want to know. That's why we're watching this.
They were testing the water, and this made me laugh. Right, they're testing the water to see if there's like any organic material in the water. They're surrounded by plants, by the way.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. There are plants all the way around there. I'm like, I think we got the organic part figured out.
Yeah. Right. Because they're basically on Earth, but it's got a blue filter on it.
Right. Yep. It's like shot entirely in Instagram.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's a surf.
Just like a blue filter.
Exactly.
I think it's where they drew the line on the Avatar. Most of that shit's blue in that movie, right?
We're gonna make everything blue, and we're gonna have water.
Oh my god, that's amazing!
There we go.
Here's my money.
Right.
This water, this opening water scene, and the whatever. I got really excited for a minute because the guy, when he disappears or whatever, right before he disappears, like, whoa, what's that? That's weird. And then his radio cuts out and he's like, hey, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. And I was so excited because I thought it was going to be a psychological thing, like Bird Box or something, where the monster confuses you, so you go kind of crazy and you don't know what's happening. And I would have fucking loved that. Yeah. You know what didn't happen? That
didn't happen. Instead, they had a current.
Oh,
what is that? There's water moving around in the water.
It's a water worm. Whoa!
Yep.
So I wasn't impressed, for a few minutes on like the water tentacles and be like, hey,
Yeah.
The
put
water
some
tentacles
budget
were
into that.
great.
They were, but then you like remember like that technology goes back to the abyss.
Yeah. I kept seeing that scene too. You know.
Which, yeah, I mean, I just like this. I'm going to bum everyone out, but I'm going to do it. All right. You know how long the abyss was? How long ago that actually?
Oh, that's how you're gonna bum us out.
Oh,
That is a
no.
bummer.
Don't do that.
33 fucking years.
Ugh.
That hurt me to discover that.
Christ.
I read in like
Christmas.
a
You can't just say
review of
shit
it.
like that to
was
people.
30 I know. It hurt.
Edit that out.
Cut that.
Cut.
No, thank you. That's just rude.
I know.
Yeah, fucking
I know.
awful. Such a terrible thing to do.
So-
So yeah, you just threw my thoughts off completely. Waterworms.
I have a question about
Yeah.
this whoever they're working for.
Okay.
This totally fake model building that has it has a door that says 13 on it, and on the other side of the shot it says Space Agency.
Space
I love that
Agency,
part.
right?
They're just like, that's one thing message, man. It's like, see the guy in the writing room. Hey guys, what do you want to call the space agency in this movie?
Oh, we'll just put in
go with
Space
that.
Agency. We'll make
I'm
it
the
better
nosy.
later.
I think you got it, Greg. It's right
No,
there.
no. We'll fix it later. We'll
Don't
fix it.
overthink it. We'll just,
Space agency. That's a great idea.
And it looks like something which is inspiring all of this. It looks like the MST3K set. It really
100%. Yeah, that's
like
why
I was
it's
for like 10 minutes. I was like, "Is that the MST3K set?"
right, because it also the 13. I was like, is that like a deep 13 reference to like Dr. Forrester's lab and whatnot?
Could be.
But so let me ask a question because I'm a dum about this stuff. They kept calling it Space Force. Did they change stuff, or is the space agency the same as a Space Force, or is everybody stupid but me?
No,
I think they have to be the same thing, but yes,
I think so. I thought at first when I watched it, and I asked, man, I was like, okay, are they in space? Or he was like, no, they refer to the Space Force throughout the entire movie.
Yeah.
But I was wondering if that was like when they were back in the academy or whatever, and now they work for the space agency. But I don't think so. I think they probably like made the graphic and just had put space agency on there, like insert name here.
We'll fix it later.
Right.
We'll fix it
They're
later.
like, fuck it. That's
right. And then just
You know
later,
how much
they're
that's
like,
gonna
how much
cost?
is it going to cost to change that?
right.
Just leave it. Just leave it.
We
It's
can't
gonna be like
afford
15
Sizemore.
bucks. Come on.
Can't afford Sizemore's crack. We're gonna pay for that.
We've got a video game controller to pay for.
Oh shit.
And an
How many
electric
people?
shaver.
How are we gonna hot glue all the helmets together? If we...
Jesus Christ, our Dollar General budget.
Through the fucking roof on this.
Why aren't they sponsoring us?
Right. I wondered how many. I did think it was kind of a cool workaround and a good idea, but for a cheap film. But it's like I wondered how many iPads they just borrowed from people. Like they weren't like working anymore except for one screen.
Bring your
and,
iPad.
like, glued them to the wall and painted around them. Look at all the screens.
Right.
It's like science.
I get
It's
tickled
just
just
like
like
fucking iPads.
yeah. Or just looking at like the set and like the shit that they throw on the wall. Like I was particularly distracted by the air filter that was on the wall in the set, like because it was really prominent. And I'm like, that's clearly an air filter.
Right. IKEA shelves.
And I was
Shit
just like at least glad that it wasn't a used filter, which would have been gross.
My biggest problem was the fucking spacesuits. They made me fucking crazy. Like the helmets were like vacuum canisters with vacuum hoses attached to them. But the hoses weren't for oxygen because something else was for oxygen. It was just for funsies, I guess. I don't know.
It just goes back in the suit.
Yeah.
Right.
It
Having
was
to wear that thing
clearly
on
hot
set all
glued
day.
on.
It was fucking nonsense, those suits.
Yeah. Oh God, wearing that on set all day, breathing your own ass, just coming up through the tube.
Their epaulets were like really thick gray maxi pads.
Right.
They had like glow stick necklace accents going down. Like, you guys, I mean, I get it. You guys have a budget. It's cool. You know what? You're creative, and I respect that. However, get your shit together, because what the fuck?
It's not that hard.
Now, to their credit, they did get like the glow stick things that flashed at times.
Yeah.
Oh, the little strobe in the front.
Yes.
The fucking runner's belt. Did you guys see the runner's belt?
I saw. Yeah, that was.
It is
really
identical.
Yeah.
It was. I was like, "That's it. That's totally it."
That's
when you
gotta
sent
be
that
it.
to us,
Because I couldn't remember what it's called, so I had to look it up. Anyway, I was like, biker's belt, runner's reflective belt. Oh, this is exactly the same one.
with
Anyway,
the shoulder straps. Yeah, it was nice.
oh, can we talk about Tom Sizemore's epaulet? If we're talking epaulets, can we talk about Tom Sizemore's epaulets that are basically shoe insoles?
Shoe soles. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Thank you.
He cut the bottom of his boots off and put them on his shoulder. The guy was on crack.
It's still not the next. It's not. What's his face from the next scene?
Oh God. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm getting out of myself. I'm sure.
What's
the next scene?
Was it the Colonel?
William Bradley.
He had that tassels.
Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
He looked like, my opinion, Anderson Cooper doing Michael Jackson doing Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
I mean, I would switch out Michael Jackson with Adam Ant, but absolutely.
I'm sure.
I
see little Captain Stubing in there.
Mm-hmm.
But
and the quality of the velvet of that costume made me angry.
It's just nice.
It's so Card Party Warehouse. Money. I was like, I know you paid like $10 for this costume.
Yeah.
And I'm mad about it.
If. Yeah. Here we are trying to glue together puppets.
So the research team is in trouble, right? All of a sudden, like the water creatures are on the attack, and they take somebody suddenly. He's just gone. Like,
into the water.
Sees it happen. He's just gone
into the water. Can't breathe the atmosphere. Can't breathe underwater either. I guess with those things. I don't know how that didn't save him, but yeah,
this movie's bullshit. But yes, this space agency scene was like, you got not Mariska Hargitay. You got Captain Crunch. You got Jenny and her new boyfriend or husband, I don't know which.
I think husband.
Yeah, I think you're right. And then they mention her ex-boyfriend, and boy, does it get tense.
Oh, yeah, and she got to go see him
because her husband Cliff is a fucking asshole.
What a douchebag.
Nerd.
Wearing a bow tie like an asshole. What the fuck?
Get off my moon.
This is the space agency force agency, whatever.
I think one of the biggest problems with that trope too, with Asylum flicks, is they always put like, for the lead guy, he's like the handsome guy, but he's the handsome guy from the haircut book where your mom took you to the salon, in the 80s.
Hell yeah.
And you were like 10, you're like, that man's handsome. I want his haircut. And that's like every time. It's like there's no rugged handsomeness. Fucking just edges are chiseled and shit. And
because they're in Los Angeles. That doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Not with like, I don't know, amateur. Well,
not in shit movies. Right.
Okay, never mind. I was looking at something. All right. Yeah, so they gotta go rescue stuff, and Jen's the only one who knows how to do shit because she's the best scientist in the world.
And her husband is a really good scientist too.
I guess.
Also apparently a really good pilot, which it is mentioned. But nothing comes out of it, right? It's like, he's an awesome pilot, but he wants to be a scientist. He had to go nerd. Like there's almost like a disappointment in her in saying that.
Right. Everyone in this,
my badass boyfriend.
Why couldn't I be fucking a pilot right now?
I used to fuck a pilot. I used to.
Every
now
person,
I'm stuck with nerd boy
anymore.
Every person in a relationship in this movie is a fucking asshole.
They are. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys grow up. What are you, like 20. I don't know. I can't tell anymore. I don't know.
Oh, another question that popped up for me. Okay, when we meet Captain Crunch on the ship, and all of a sudden, you notice like the face paint is like,
what the fuck was that?
Okay, that did that. Okay, they weren't always wearing that, right?
No, the face
they like
paint
put it
was
on to
like
go to battle,
when they were
right?
getting ready to go to the planet.
Okay, that's
like
what
the
I
whole
thought.
team is suddenly put on fate,
and
it
in
was
the
clear. Go ahead.
In the background, someone's like, "This will help you stay like energized or something."
Sure,
they didn't.
That's how that shit works.
I mean, it's the future, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, I think too with Captain Stibbing, because of the Avatar movie, remember like the general was in that or whatever, has the big scars on his face. In the first one, he's like, yeah, I was attacked by like 20, these blue monkey people or whatever. And screw them, we're gonna kill them all. But he had those like scars down the side. So I think that they were like, how can we grab a hold of that with like 68 cents? A Sharpie. I got a Sharpie.
So stylized. Like everyone had these like very specific designs on their face. And like they show them putting it on and it's just a guy dragging his fingers across someone's face. But then you look at everyone and they've got like points and like that is impressive. I can't do that with my eye makeup. Well
and you
done.
can tell like they just let them decide what they were going to put on.
Oh my god, yes.
Because there was like no uniformity to it at all.
Right.
It's just like, I like this design. And like the one dude had what looked like either a penis, or
right.
Somebody like reaching to pick his nose. It could have been either one of those. And I'm sure the director like looked at it and was like, you got to go first. We got to get rid of this nose picking penis mouth shit.
Right.
This is not. So he was like the first one to die from the team. And I just wondered if there was like something to that.
Yeah. I had to put like an H2O and like a slash through it.
That is both genius and dumb as shit. I respect that. This going back just a second to the scene in Space Agency, I think that it evened out a little bit, but for like a good 20 minutes of this movie, Jenny was acting like she went to school at the School of William Shatner acting.
Right.
And it was making me crazy.
Yeah.
Speed it up. We got shit to do, lady. We got shit to do.
Think fast. You're a scientist.
She did have like a lot of dramatic pauses.
Yeah. Because, she's got her husband involved, her ex-boyfriend. She's science stuff.
She's addled on crack from Tom Sizemore.
Everything.
Oh, did you guys notice? Like, okay, coming up, we're going right into the scene where they're on the ship and they're going through this wormhole. And she like jumps in the co-pilot seat and she's talking to Tom Sizemore. Did you guys notice that there was absolutely no shots where they were together?
Right.
Yeah.
There were shots of
sure she wasn't in
somebody's head and her. But that's
right. Yeah.
Nope. Which again,
well, I mean, he was in Richard Greco's trailer. That, it's just it was the same move. It's just like, all right, give him a few shots. I don't know. Book him for like 2 hours. How much coke is that going to cost? Maybe $250. I don't know. And
let me be the lowliest staff worker on that movie, and let me be the person working at that celebrity's high-profile celebrities. 5 hours of working for the day. I just want that. Just once.
Just a day.
Not even 5 hours with an hour for lunch. Like just that's what I want. I just want to experience the beauty.
You almost wonder, like, did they even make it like to a set with him? Like, or is they just like, we're coming to your, trailer?
He's at his bathroom. They're like, hold this Xbox remote. Put this coat 100%.
On. You know what? My storage room is purple. Is that going to work for you guys?
That sounds fucking great.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So
and the thing that was the worst about it, too, just in this performance in general, he was fed every single fucking line. It's so obvious on a cue card with no context as to what who was talking to or how the line should be delivered in any way. I'm sure the director was just like, okay, Tom, in this scene, he's like, I fucking got it.
One take, nailed it.
You guys wouldn't even believe it. I got Tom Sizemore movie. It's amazing. And he's like, I don't give a shit about your goddamn movie. Give me the line.
Right.
Say it word by word, and I will repeat it, and you can edit it so it sounds like I'm saying them together.
Right. Or he put a spin on it. And it's like, yeah, that doesn't fucking match anything at all, but whatever. You're Tom Size.
Oh, did I write that? There was a line in particular.
That's
that he
my,
delivered
it's
so
probably
funky.
mine. It's
Okay,
probably
then
my
we won't
favorite.
go there.
You better
We won't
save
go
it
there.
because it is my favorite by its delivery. But
Okay.
yeah, we'll see if it is later. Anyway.
All right, so we're going into this wormhole, and it's a little bit turbulent. I hated this scene so much. It made me want to vomit physically and mentally. After watching this movie last night, I felt physically ill, and I thought it was because I was wearing glasses, because they do that sometimes. And then I watched it again today. I was like, oh no, this movie makes me want to vomit.
Yeah.
It is terrible to look at. I hate it. That's it.
Yeah.
You got a lot of the same set in this movie. There wasn't a lot of leaving the set.
No. See, they put some money in. Well, I don't know. I mean, compared to other CGIs I've seen, like I say, it's my third one. But I mean, compared to that Jungle Run monster, those ships were pretty fucking banging. I mean, if you would have seen that in like 1978, for Star Wars, and you'd have seen that instead of the fucking models, your mind would have just fucking exploded. It would have looked so real, but you're
honestly,
right. It's like 20-year-old.
If you had seen this 5 years ago in any Asylum movie, it would have blown your mind. This is really good for Asylum. I'm not going to say it's bad. It's not.
Right.
The CGI, maybe not amazing, but it's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah. It could be worse. I mean, it was
definitely, they invested some in that.
Yeah. So I wonder what the budget. Did anybody look up the budget? We've done that before. I didn't either.
So let's talk about the dialogue as we're going through this wormhole, because it is straight up bananas.
Yeah.
Wanda, go ahead. Oh, Wanda, who is one of my favorite characters of this movie, she says, it's like going on the fastest roller coaster times 10 in reverse. If you say so, Wanda.
I loved Wanda. Wanda was my favorite.
Me too. I fucking loved her.
Yeah.
I wrote down so many of her lines because they are.
Oh, definitely. She may have my favorite line.
Oh, I think I'm gonna save my favorite line, but it also happened in this scene.
In that scene? Okay, then we got a different one.
I think this is a Bradley scene. I mean, a Bradley quote. Continue.
But yeah, we're going. What's his face is going because Jen is going. Right. He didn't want to, and that was another good quote. If you go, then I guess I have to go, basically. I don't think it's gonna be a good idea.
You are a bad partner.
Wife took off to Saturn. I was just like, nah, I'm not feeling it. I think I'm gonna go spend a couple days in Baja, just fucking chill out. But no, she's like, oh, yeah, go to the moon.
You're gonna go save my ex. Because I gotta go save your fucking ex. And I don't blame him for wanting to not go save his wife's ex-boyfriend.
But here's the thing. He doesn't have to. He's just a fucking prick and doesn't fucking trust her. So he's like, I better go too because your boyfriend's there. Cliff is a fucking asshole this entire movie. Every time he opened his mouth, I was like, fuck you, you fucking prick.
Did you screw him? Right. Did you screw him on the Saturn moon? I bet
Seriously.
You did. I bet you did.
Basically.
You wouldn't tell me, would you? You'd never tell me, but I bet you did. I bet you screwed him on that Saturn moon.
Yes, I screwed him on Saturn moon. Are you feel better now?
No, because I'm not telling the truth. And this sucks. I can't trust you anymore. I shouldn't have gone to Baja.
You guys want to talk about Frank?
Sure.
The wacky computer voice that Tom Sizemore was always talking to.
His AI.
Right.
Yeah.
Get smarter. Like there was like a sub story with Frank that I'm like, why do we need this?
Yeah.
We don't.
It learns from everything I say. Really? I haven't picked up a fucking
I don't know anything about you, sir. I guess that's true if you say so. But
Oh, so you're teaching it? That sounds
like
that
a
doesn't
bad
sound
idea.
good.
It sounded like when you go to an amusement park and you're like on a ride and it's like, it's the future. Here's a wacky thing I want to tell you because I am a computer from the future. And I hated it. Wait, you know what? I keep saying that I hate stuff, but I really didn't hate this movie. It entertained me more so than some other shit, but I'm not mad about it. I just want to make that clear.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, The Asylum. Anyway.
I do want to point out one thing that they like. It's kind of future related, like in context of when the film was actually made. Do you remember how Commander Tom Sizemore like earned his stripes? Basically,
no.
They mentioned this, and this was interesting. He got his stripes. What was it? By shooting down Chinese spy satellites.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember that.
Were they
that? What a
balloons?
That was how
wacky
he got
thing
his
to say.
reputation.
Yeah.
Holy
doing
fuck,
that.
dude.
And that
Yeah.
was before all this shit happened. When that movie
Yeah,
was
that's
made.
very Nostradamus-esque.
Whoa.
Yeah, what a prediction.
Let's
Sizemore.
we should do a podcast about how the Asylum predicts the future.
Yeah.
That'd be
There's
good.
1 minute example.
And that's it. Thank you for
And
joining
thank
us,
you.
you
Good night,
guys.
everybody. But yeah, that was fucking weird. I was like, wait a minute. When was this made? It's like, was it made last week? Yeah, I was starting to figure that out. I was like, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even realize I wasn't paying that close of attention.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's great.
Weird stuff.
Shot it down over the Atlantic. It blew up pretty good. And that's why I'm controlling a ship at the space agency now.
Xbox joystick.
Or Space Force. Or whatever it is.
Space Force Agency.
I don't know. Something. They give nice haircuts and
and we get to see them on people before we get them.
Right. Yes. And
we get to Pandora. And someone is like, what kind of name is Pandora anyway? How the fuck did you get this job, bitch? What are you talking about? What kind
like the app?
Yeah, it's about music.
Sure.
It's a musical planet. It's like a giant jukebox.
It's also when they see it, it's one of my second favorite lines in the movie was wow, so that's the moon Pandora. And one of the crew members like, it's a lot more jagged than I thought it'd be.
Ooh, wow. And it's taking place in a crater, apparently.
Right.
The crater was mentioned so often, and it was like, that looks like you're in a cave because it's dark, but also there's standing water where everyone else is and it's light outside. What is a crater in your guys' opinion? Because I don't know what's happening.
I was a little confused by that as well. It didn't.
You know what? So much of this fucking movie was confusing. And maybe that was because I was like, I don't know.
No, I mean, even the water noodle, it was like, just get away from the fucking water. I mean, you walk through the jungle, like to get here. Just think about it, like 100 yards, like that way, you're probably fine.
There was like a theme in the movie, though, like stay away from the water. What? Stay away from the water. What?
I better go stomp in this water.
Right? Suddenly, like, where did you go?
In the water.
As far as we know, there's only one small pond on this planet because that's all we ever
Gilligan's
saw.
Island Lagoon.
Yep. And they're all
right. You just want the professor and Mary Ann to run out.
Yes. I always want that, though.
Yeah.
John's got a story on Gilligan.
I do.
Bob Denver?
Yeah, about Bob Denver. Yeah.
I'm listening.
Yeah. My dad
intently.
met him. It was on a flight. And it was in the 70s. It was right after his marijuana arrest, which was like big time news. My dad was a minister, didn't follow the news. And he was actually like fleeing Los Angeles to get away from the press and everything. And my dad got on the same flight with him. And he's like, aren't you Bob Denver? And he just like shrank. He's like, yes. He's like, I love you in Gilligan's. Had no idea. He said he just lit up and talked to him the whole way to Chicago. And was just like, oh, thank you, for seeing a fan. I mean, everybody been to shit to him for like days and days over weed, you know. And then Dad gets off and he's like, then I read about that marijuana conviction in the Tribune. He's like, oh, no wonder he was so happy. I was like, why? Because like you were nice to him? He's like, no, because he was probably stoned.
Oh, yeah.
My weirdest dream
but
ever.
Yeah, he said he's a very nice guy. Very nice guy. Don't doubt it.
I'm trying
Your
to
weirdest
think of his
dream was
name
what?
from go ahead.
Oh yeah, my weirdest dream involved Gilligan's Island. It was like the weirdest fucking dream I'd ever had. And it was just like I don't know how, like, it's one of those dreams that like you just change from like dramatic changes of scene.
Mm-hmm.
And in the movie it's like whatever. But first I'm riding a motorcycle and now I'm on the set of Gilligan's Island. So I'm like
Right.
on the set of Gilligan's Island and like, but it's in my hometown.
Sure.
Right. And like small, southern Missouri white town. And like then like we're just hanging out.
Right.
And then like this sounds bad. I don't know why it was in my dream, but like a truck with a loudspeaker comes through and says, "Attention everyone. Malcolm X is coming." And like the whole town is like, "Oh shit."
Oh,
And
shit.
everyone's like scattering,
Hide!
No, that checks out for Southern Missouri. It
It really does.
does.
And I'm like, what's
No
going
fucking
on here?
way. Let's get out of here.
He knows.
Yeah, it's so funny how your brain's just like, that all fucking makes sense. I'm gonna stay asleep
Right.
and we're going with this.
And then like that's where it leaves off, and like then this like godlike voice comes from out of nowhere and says, "Stay tuned next for Green Acres." And like the music from Gilligan's Island, do, 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 do. And I'm like, oh, so this is what it's like when the show's over, right? Because I just like on the other side of it, like, oh, I've broken the wall. This
I
is
guess
what
I'll
it's
have to
like
tune
when
in
the
next
show
week. See if Malcolm X shows up.
I was so obsessed with Gilligan's Island. Gilligan's Island and the Monkeys as a teenager.
I love the monkeys.
Oh, and
We all-
Bewitched.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a favorite, Darren?
No, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I mean, they all suck.
Who's your favorite
assholes.
monkey? Who's your favorite monkey though?
Oh, at the time, Davy Jones.
Davy.
Fucking obsessed. I got his autograph when he was signing his book and bought this book.
Sweet.
And it was my first concert at Royal Stadium.
Wow.
Right on.
Donkeys. I loved him. Anyway.
Nice.
Yeah, I was a Mickey cat.
I mean,
guess.
obviously, he's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, funny.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you remember Mickey's daughter was like a model actress there for a little
Yes.
while?
She was
I
in a
don't
sitcom,
recall.
right?
Or she made this movie where she played a genie. I remember watching it once.
Huh.
And it was like a weird little regular thing that I caught a couple of times on cable that just like popped up, but it like left an impression because I'd seen it enough.
Was
I
her name
remember-
Dolan's?
Amy,
Yeah.
I think was her name.
Amy Dolan's?
I remember seeing her name and like them mentioning that she was Mickey Dolenz' daughter a bunch of times, but I do not remember why. I do not remember what the movie was, but yes, I do remember her.
Mhm. Now we know.
Really? Yeah.
So we're on
So-
the planet. We're
Yeah.
on our guard. We're looking
We have-
around.
Barely broken the surface of this movie.
Yes.
The new people are walking around this
Amazing.
planet and they're like, look, that's a real tree. Yeah.
Mhm.
And hey, if we stand around long enough, we'll get to experience the Pandora light shift because we have to film during the day soon and we can't do it at night anymore because
Right.
we have to return the lights and it's expensive.
Yes. And apparently the sun goes around this moon every 10 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, but only the one time and then it
Only the
stays
one
there.
time. Yeah.
Forever and ever and ever and ever. Unless you're in a cave or a crater or whatever the fuck they were in.
For the ship. Yep.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
Okay. Yes. Yes. All this science. How the
Okay.
fucking suits. Anyway.
So they're like,
You
hey,
can
there's
see the
something.
glue, like the hot glue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's like
They had
fuck.
some like some Pinterest DIY
Hey, you
projects.
spend $50 on the fucking light stick suit, but you don't, when you spend like $1 on a glue stick to put the helmet together, it's going to be in the shot all the time.
That was
Yeah.
nice.
Sorry, we'll stop bitching.
So
about it.
they're walking. They're trying to like figure out the planet. They're a little freaked out by everything. What's going on? One of my favorite lines is Marcus, who is gonna die soon.
Yeah.
Right. Trying to reassure everybody and telling everybody, all their strong suits. My favorite strong suit, Wanda is trained in every killing technique you can imagine. So we're fine.
I can imagine a lot, so that's crazy.
But she
Wanda's
only
a
knows
badass.
2 things that interfere with water. It's the weirdest thing. It's like oil and salt, and then the rest is jujitsu. I don't know what's going on up there.
When they find something in the water in that pond that they keep going back to, and they start shooting it with their laser guns. Did you guys notice how, I don't know who it was, but they were basically shooting down and then aiming after they like the trigger?
They wouldn't even sink it. Yeah.
You guys, you don't shoot like this. You shoot like this.
Right.
Fucking idiot.
Well, and the thing is, they're trying to fucking save Marcus, who has been sucked in by the creature, right? They're like, we're gonna get our friend and let's shoot it. And they're like, he's right there. They're like clearly not taking any specific aim. Like, we're gonna
reach
kill
a
him.
hand out.
Like an easily a foot deep creek.
Yeah. Did you see that? Like where like he
So you can
starts
see the
"We're
rocks.
gonna get you," and then they reach out, and then it's almost like the fake where you smooth your hair back. Right? Like, oh, no, psych. And like as soon as he touches the water, like, never mind, I am out.
See ya.
Good.
You're on your own, Marcus.
Told you we should have
I
stayed
don't
away
want to
from the
get
water.
wet.
Because I don't know anything about water monsters at this point. I am just grossed out by wetness.
Right.
The texture of my suit when it's wet, ew.
Okay.
I know how to kill people, but
Yucky toes.
wet, no.
Did we is this where Tom Sizemore is like, you guys can't come back to the ship if you're compromised? And
We're
Cliff
pretty
is
close
like,
to that.
what the fuck does that mean? Cliff, you don't know what compromise means? Cliff. Okay, you need first off, come on, down a little bit. You need to tone it down. Second off, it means that one of you could be compromised. I don't know how else to say that, dude. You are a scientist. You should know.
Right.
Yep.
You're going to lose your bow tie if you don't know what that is.
We're taking it back.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Jenny from the block and whoever else, I don't even know, finds some other guys from the first team. They think they're dead, but they're not. Hooray.
They're not. Yay.
But
Marcus is dead.
I mean, is he? No, I'm thinking of Kyle.
Marcus is dead, which I thought it was interesting. Like he had some pretty nice kicks. I don't know if you noticed this. Like they were like some Jordan-esque looking kicks. Like
those were some fucking knockoff Yeezys, is what they were. I was like, I could clock those in a second. Those are not Yeezys, but they want to be.
And they looked like they cost some money. I'm like, those sneakers that you just ruined were probably more than your paycheck.
Yeah, they're probably knockoffs.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, even if they were Yeezys, they probably cost much anyway at this point. Yeah. Dangerous thing from Chicago, but dude's a Semite. Sorry.
Yep.
Spoiler.
Spoiler. So they're the new team. They came to rescue the old team. They're able to talk to each other through their helmet stuff.
Tube.
How do they not have close networks?
Too. That may be. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I would assume that they would have. me being a dickhead about this technical fucking nuance, I would think they would have closed networks and not be able to communicate with just anyone that comes along. Also, how the fuck do these water monsters know English?
That's a good question. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. Maybe when they assimilated Skinny Channing Tatum, they they learned it.
I thought he was more of
somehow.
a Chris Pine type, but I get it.
Yeah.
I saw Mikey Die from SNL.
Yeah.
He really, I thought, looked like him.
But okay, another question too. When they come upon them, they've got like the red glow sticks. So it's like I'm thinking, okay, why does that mean they're compromised, or are they like in a different gang? It's just like
maybe it's ranked.
We're blood.
I assumed it was ranked.
Nice.
You know, where your grandma stay at. You know.
So now we got to get everyone back to the new ship. Is it the new ship or is it the old ship? I'm confused at this point because
I don't know. I think it's the same ship, isn't it?
So they apparently, I think they were dropped off by Tom Sizemore. So I guess they were just going to ride back in on the original team's ship. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know, because they were like, hey, do you have any more spacesuits? And they're like, no, they're all back at this other ship because we're on your bullshit ship. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know if we're on your bullshit ship or if it's some other bullshit ship because I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. And the AI is like, I don't fucking know. So are they sick? Are they not? I mean, you're an AI.
And then there were like all
you scan
the weird mystery ships that just suddenly appeared out of the water.
What was that? Where did they come
I don't know.
from?
I was like, how did that happen? Where? I don't understand.
Did the water monsters build those based off of our Earth ships? Because there was only one team that came to that planet, as far as I know. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't understand.
I don't either. I think that really what they were going for at that point is just like, okay, if you're still watching this movie, you're probably 5.
Look, more cool
so look,
shit.
more spaceships. Wee, are those fun? And then but anyway.
So we get to the med bay or wherever the fuck we are, and whatever fucking ship this is, and they put Kyle on some table. Jenny assumes everyone has hypothermia.
Right.
And Kyle starts seizing, and they're like, "Ooh, put a blanket on him. He's chilly."
And they turn on
there's
the
like
hibachi.
a pissing contest between like the boys.
Because Greg, the ex-boyfriend, is like, no, I'm really good at doing this thing. And Cliff is like, yeah, I've heard.
That was a great line. So
settle the fuck down, bro. You are showing your cards and they are not good.
Right. And what made me laugh, like for a split second, I really thought they were just like, because they reached out to like shake hands, but I really thought they were just gonna whip out their things and just drop them right. Let's see whose is bigger. For a split, it really felt that way.
So it gets revealed that this alien organism is not airborne; it's water, whatever. I don't know what the word is.
Inborn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure. And
in the suits.
And so this is when Jenny spouts off all the science words. She's like, oh, like mitochondria, or not mitochondria, whatever the fuck she said, or blah, 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 or blah, 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 or blah, 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 science things, science, parasites. And that's all I had to say. But boy, she was real excited to say science words.
And whatever the fuck you do never turn on the heater. On the
table.
Jesus Christ, when somebody has hypothermia, what the fuck is wrong with you?
But she said that, and then he did it anyway. Cliff is a fucking dick.
Fucking piece of shit.
He's trying to kill him, right?
Yeah. Every man is competition to this guy. He is so fucking insecure.
I'll have the best beard on the ship.
My bow tie.
My bow tie is on fleek. This guy's got to go. He's a
So
little younger than me. Yep.
It's all kind of a blur at this point. But I remember this is like where they're finally starting to realize it's in the water, right? And we kind of go back to our last movie theme.
Yeah, the
like
what? In the
water,
how?
the water.
Water.
Who would have fucking thought? That thing was pretty
Don't
wet,
run.
wasn't it?
Yeah, that was.
I mean, it's so scary
Whoa.
because you need water, but it's also
Yeah.
the enemy.
Damn.
Do. How do we get rid of water? Alcohol. No.
That would have been great if they all just got
Whatever.
wasted.
We'll dehydrate ourselves.
I mean, great idea. Let's do it right now. When we go to like the team that's like on the planet still, that I kept forgetting was still there. A lady, I don't even know who this lady was. Like the image of her is like, and she falls through ice, and it's not even her like acting, it's just like her image, like, fantastic.
I thought she like turned into vapor. She fell through ice.
Oh no, she fell through some ice,
Okay.
and it was just
That's
like
what was
a photo going down.
Yeah.
Great.
I remember the shot. It was funny.
So Kyle doesn't last long. He just kind of
What happens to Kyle? What does he do? Tell us about that.
Vomits. And it's like water and like the. Okay, I don't know if anybody else had like kind of a negative memory reaction to watching the projectile vomiting, but it just totally reminded me of like those times, where you've just been sick and you've thrown up too much and you've still got the dry heaves and you just start guzzling water so you have something to come out, and it's totally that. It's just like just like the clear water puke that just flies out of you.
It's not helping anything. It's just coming out of my body, and I need it inside of my body. Stop.
Right. And you can like feel it coming out of your nose watching this. It's just awful.
I didn't have that reaction. I just laughed really.
Yeah.
Especially with like the full eye contact. They're like, whoa. It's like I think you close your eyes when you throw up. I think. No, you don't.
How can you like relate to someone if you're not looking them straight in the eyeballs?
Look at me.
This is for you. I'm doing this because of you.
The only way I can throw up, you have to make look at me.
Right. It's like the ultimate like dick line comes up after Kyle dies. Like I don't know if you guys caught this. Like Kyle dies, and like one of the team members are like, we could have what Kyle has, and Nerd Boy is like, just fucking dick like had. Like what a semantic shit.
Too soon, bro.
What a fucking dick. He is on Facebook all day just correcting people's grammar and typos. Dude, you know what I meant.
Well, why didn't you go edit his Wikipedia page then, motherfucker? Asshole. Too soon, bro. Too soon.
So Jenny's like, hey, why don't you make some like soup or some shit and get out of my hair?
Soup. That's great.
And it's the feature. You know how? Because the bowls are square. Love it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yep. I have some of those. They're not that great.
Well, unless you get to the corner, then it's just like a spout.
Yeah. Cereal does fine, but anything else, salad stuff, kind of pain in the ass.
No, cereal is good because you can like that corner really focus.
Right. Or like a good soup, or a salad that's basically salad dressing and just a little bit of
drink the salad
lettuce.
dressing.
Like from
well, far be it from me.
Like
knock the future of bows.
I mean, you get some Wingstop ranch, and I'm like, put that in a bowl. Let me drink that shit. Do you guys not know about Wingstop ranch? Because it's amazing.
You all have convinced me. I'm keeping my square bowls then.
Restaurant ranch is just usually the way to go. Like, there's not a good home ranch.
No, you got to make it if it's at home.
Yeah. Kelly makes a good one, like a homemade one.
I think you got to have buttermilk is the trick.
Yeah, you do.
It is the trick.
Mhm.
100%. Yeah. Yeah, it is, guys. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm glad we established that.
We're solving the world's problems.
All right, so Kyle's dead or whatever. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, fuck
And
him.
everyone's like, you guys got to be quarantined to the first team. And the first team's like, no, why? Why would you do that to us? Who cares? Go quarantine. Like, what's the fucking problem? Why are
Yeah.
you so against
Right.
it?
You've been covered in
You've been
diseases
compromised
from
But
an
somehow,
alien
like,
planet.
Right.
For the last 3 hours, you're like, oh, jeez, fine. Can I have one of these iPads? I'm gonna go watch
You watch reruns of
Netflix on.
MacGyver. Fuck you
What's the
guys.
fucking Wi-Fi? What's the password?
But somehow, like, Greg is just like beyond question. Like, I don't think it's me.
Nah.
And everybody's like, no, it's probably not you.
Nope.
Like, why the fuck wouldn't it be you?
Nope.
Definitely
Have you
all
seen
of
this
your
hair?
team, but not you, Greg. You're fucking cool.
Right.
Cool as hell, Greg.
That's kind of where the I'm good came out. Like, yeah, I heard you were good. Yeah, well, I think I'm good. I heard that.
I'm super cut, super good.
Okay.
You see my hair? Nothing can get in here.
Okay, so now Sophie, another of the original team who did not want to be quarantined, projectile vomits her water monster out of her mouth.
Yes.
Later, we established that Kyle died because of an IV infusion with saline. Did we establish why Sophie projectile vomited, or it was just like, wow, that was weird?
No, I think she
I
just
don't know.
did. Maybe like the thing wanted to spread itself, or another. But it seemed.
Well, remember, it was
already in
starting to
somebody.
like disintegrate suits.
Yeah,
that was kind of like
yeah, that was right.
Take that risk because they were like, oh no, it's oxygen is eating the suits.
Oh,
we might as well take them off.
It's turning this thing into the technical name for rust. Oh, it's rusting? Guys.
Yeah.
Can we just be cool? Like, not be nerdy dicks right now and just be cool?
Yeah. She talked about body temperature a couple times in the show, and I really thought it was going to be like, okay, everybody needs to get naked and just hold together.
Yeah, right.
For body heat. That's the only way we're going to do this. And I was like, oh, yeah, I guess so.
All right,
Asylum's getting sexy. Let's see what happens. No.
Right. And then
No
while
joy.
all this is going on, Tom Sizemore is arguing with the space agency.
Yes.
You're getting chewed out, too.
Right. They're basically like, you got to abandon them. And he's like, I'm not going to do it. And he shoots down like the alien spaceships because they don't respond. He's like, I can't take any chances.
Wherever they came from.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
They were probably like, don't go on that planet. It's full of water worms.
What? You're dead.
Fuck you.
Sophie's projectile vomit results in Bradley getting infected because she just like vomits completely head to toe on Bradley.
Which was awesome.
So awesome. And he is like immediate, like, infected. I'm going to kill everybody. And they're like, fuck you, go in this pneumatic tube or cryogenic chamber from Futurama, whatever the fuck this
Whatever
is.
it is.
No.
No.
I can't. Right. And like everybody like denies they have it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because they're infected and they're probably get their brains eaten. I don't know.
Getting them into that tube too. It was just so fucking. It was like the stage directions in like a high school play where they just really don't know how to transition the next part, and they're just like, "Get in there, you." He's like, "Oh,
okay, wait, no."
Like, wow, what a fucking villain you have here. What an enemy. You just push him in a tube, whatever you want, but knock yourself out, I guess. Moving on, just like the movie.
You know what? Like, my fucking notes are a mess. Bradley attacks one. Okay, yeah. And then Cliff and Jenny are crawling somewhere, and he's like, "So you don't trust Greg?" Oh my god, that's hilarious because he fucking sucks so hard. Fucking Cliff, dude. I'm not. Get therapy, dude.
Yeah.
Grow up.
I was never happy with him. Not even way up to the end of the movie. Like, no.
And I apologize because I'm going to repeat myself about Cliff a billion times because every line he says, I'm like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
He's not
You're the
secure.
worst.
He's
Here's it
not
coming.
secure.
Uh-huh.
He's
Yeah.
got some issues.
So Jenny's like, yo, Sizemore, come pick us up. This sucks. And he's like,
Sizemore's like, I can't. You gotta get rid of your extra passengers there.
well, we don't know
do it.
how.
Right. And this is where it gets like amusing to me in that, like, you know, as opposed to like past films that I've watched that don't really have any ending set in mind. They came up with like 10 endings.
Yeah.
And like just threw them all together because you think, oh right, we got it done. We're gonna get through this. We're almost done. I'm almost out of this shit.
I like that one too.
They have to explore like 5 different endings, 10.
Right.
I don't even know.
Oh, but surely it's over soon.
Right.
You would think.
It's not.
No.
It's not.
Was this the point talking about the delivery of the line where Tom Sizemore has my favorite line, where she's asking to get on the ship?
Yeah, she's asking.
She's like, oh, you know, what if I could tell you that I wasn't infected or something to that effect? And Tom Sizemore is like, well, I'd have to take you at your word. It's just like fucking screams. It was weird. It's like, what the fuck?
That was amazing because
like,
it was 100%
a stroke right now.
100% a product of editing. Like,
exactly.
It's like, okay, we're gonna do 2
clues.
takes. That's it.
Right.
Just to
Here's your line.
Be calm and then be angry. That's
it.
Well, she was also like explaining like science to him, like the science, like how.
Oh, you don't get it, you stupid fucking idiot!
You'll just have to trust that I know big words, asshole. Okay, I know big words. Okay, I guess I'd have
all
to
you
trust
know is how to drive a spaceship. You stupid dum dum. I know science, asshole.
Can't even comb a mohawk.
Oh, okay, so this is where Jenny's like, hey, I have an idea about oil. We could do oil stuff. And because oil and water, they like separate and stuff and whatever. And Cliff, the biggest dummy, is like, what does that have to do with anything?
Right.
Cliff, do you understand what's happening right now? The monsters we're dealing with are water monsters. If we have oil, something different will happen, maybe. I don't know.
No, man. I don't dishes. I don't know what you're talking about.
And this is like after somebody else has explored using heat, right? We learned that heat phases it, right? So we've figured out heat. Saline, like too much salinity, runs it out.
So
sodium,
right?
Yeah.
Oil repels it, and then like one of the team members is like having an aside while they're doing some task. Yeah. And they're like,
did you see those liquid nitrogen tanks back there?
We can freeze that fucker.
Right.
Wow. How many ways can we kill this thing that we're not doing currently? Let's see. I think we got at least 3 right now. Are there any more? Can we I
think that's 4 right there. Yeah.
4. Heat. Well, they also said I don't think heat was it.
Saline, water. Okay.
Oil.
But I still don't know how Sophia projectile vomited, so maybe it was heat. I don't know. But how many things are you going to introduce and then not use? Like oil.
Right. Here's an idea we're never going to try.
I've got a spritzer of sebum. Just say oil.
Oh, sure.
And he's like, what's sebum? I'm a scientist. What's sebum? Cliff.
I brought it all the way to Saturn. It's my tanning oil. Because we're so far away from the sun. I figured, gonna get a little pale out here. Yeah,
thought I'd catch some blue rays.
What does she say? She says, oh yeah, because I think she figures out sodium, whatever Jenny does. And she's like,
water,
I think this is enemy best beat by science and not brute force. Okay.
And everybody
Very
watching the
smart.
movie is like, "Oh,
Yeah, that's why you're here, you fucking idiot.
right. You want to see brute force?
Bring Wanda back. We don't like
I
you.
just saw a movie."
Right. So that like the big thing is they're gonna give everybody like the saline drip to make sure that they're all clear.
Was that the plan?
I think
This
so. That's
point,
one of the
I was
plans.
so
One of the plans.
confused.
But
Yeah.
then like what's his face? I can't remember the Greg.
Yeah.
Greg, who is secretly like infected, playing it cool.
I would have never guessed.
Right. You're the entire movie, you're like, Greg's infected. Right. You just like it's
The red
clear.
lights.
Yeah. They have clearly laid this out before me before this
fucking-
movie started.
yeah.
He like
His
plays
eyes look
it
like
out.
he's been strung out for like 10 days. His skin's turning blue. Maybe he's the blue alien in the fucking cover of the movie that we never saw.
Maybe, but like it clears out like it plays out like a Scooby-Doo.
It
Like it really does. He's like,
Yeah.
ha, 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 you guys didn't see that while you guys weren't paying attention, I flipped out her drip with one of us.
No.
Wanda is totally, or not Wanda, sorry, Jenny.
Jenny.
She's totally.
Greg, that's not fair. That's not playing fair, and we don't appreciate that kind of shenanigan.
Also, there's no way that that's Greg's like everyday voice. Yeah.
They also so at some point, Greg and Bradley get locked in the same pneumatic tube together.
Yep.
Yeah, well, they bust him and they save Jen, and then they figure him out and force him into it.
And they're
also,
like, "What's
he's in the
the
tube with
deal?"
Captain Crunch.
Right?
He also
Why
goes
are
into
you
the
doing
pod.
this?
He also
And they're
goes in the
like-
pod very easily.
Yeah, yeah. They're just like, "Please
Oh,
go in
here?
there." Oh,
Okay.
my
All right,
bad.
gotcha. All right. This
way.
Okay.
Oh, got it.
Oh, that's what it was. And they figured it out.
Oh, fuck. You got me.
And they've covered Jen in like a suit. You remember that? And they like treat Jen. So like the water monster comes out of her.
Yeah.
Right. And then they
like
save him. They save the monster in a baggie. Basically.
Yeah, he said that, but I
got him.
didn't see it. Like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
So
But before that, she was like, "Cliff, can I have one more kiss? Just in case."
Yeah.
And I want to put my water monster down your throat.
And he doesn't fall for it. To his credit, he misses a lot.
For the first time
movie.
ever, he had some sort of
like-
smarts.
Right, but you know what? He's never trusted anything related to her and her.
Not a
dad.
trustworthy guy of
Right,
anybody.
He
so why
should
would he
divorce
trust
him.
this?
Yeah.
So,
I hope they did after this movie.
Same.
but they do. Then they are like telling, the two in the tube, you know what? Your buddy's going out into space. We're gonna kill your buddy if you don't keep yourselves out.
What? No. They at some point, the two of them, Captain Crunch and Greg, were like, they're like, "What? Why are you doing this? What's going on?" And they're like, "We are gonna take Earth as our new home." Why?
How do you know where it is?
Why?
What?
Yeah.
Right.
First off, what do you know about Earth and how? And
Right.
why? Why do you need a new home? You seem fine where you are. What's the
Right.
fucking problem?
We have the internet here. I mean,
Maybe establish something before you start spouting some bullshit,
Right.
Greg.
And they're
it's
basically
covered in water. Yeah, a lot of salt water, which you don't like. So
and they're trying to like bribe people. And this was where my favorite line came out. Should we save it or should I just go ahead and throw it out?
You choose. It's up to you.
Okay, I'll throw it out here.
Yeah,
This is my favorite list. So they're trying to like bribe Wanda into like joining them from the tube.
I think I know the line.
Right.
Go ahead.
And I think what was it? The line, you let us out and all of your pain goes away. And Wanda responds, I eat pain just for the taste. Christ.
Yeah, fucking love her so much.
It
says-
was all due respect.
Yeah, I was just about to correct you. Good job.
With all due respect.
But right before that, another great, like she had two great lines right in a row, because right before that, she was like, you guys try anything and I will snap your spine in half.
Wanda's a badass.
I like you.
I love
her.
Wanda.
Same.
And she was the nice, like, androgynous sci-fi character that we
she's fantastic
in those movies. Real life, I looked her up.
Oh, tell me.
Get this name. It's the best name. Plastic Martyr.
Wow. That's bold.
She goes by.
That's her. Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Does she have a website?
I probably
have a fan page?
I'm sure.
We should ask her to be on
Let's
our public
Absolutely.
totally invite
Absolutely.
Wanda on. I would love to have Wanda on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
My
gonna happen.
favorite character by far.
100%. God damn it. You got me so excited about her. Oh my God.
I bet. Let's do it. We'll invite her.
Yes.
All right.
We will. What's next?
So now we go to Sophie, who has been put in a cage or whatever, and they're basically cooking her, and she's like, oh my God, it's so hot. And Cliff's like, hey, you want some water? And she's like, oh my God, I would love some fucking water. Here you go, wink. Oh my God, what's in this water? Because I'm vomiting profusely. It's salt water, dickhead. Of course.
Oh, you got me.
Science.
Then, like, afterwards, wasn't it like, oh my God, what would have happened if I hadn't had the monster in me? And they're like, you would have died.
Right. Well, it's anything like saline solution, you'd shit your pants for a long time. I mean, like,
it would have been bad for you.
Like all the way back to Mars, at least. We have to put you in one of those pods where you sleep and it cleans you up. Sure.
I didn't even think about that. Like, I remember being a waitress / bartender in the 90s, and the thing, like, I never did it, but everyone's like, if you really hate a yes, if you really hate a customer, put Visine in their drink and they'll shit their pants.
Yeah. It supposedly works. I don't know.
I don't know if it does either, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know that, like, I don't have a long time usually between, leaving a restaurant, like a sit-down restaurant, and needing to take a dump. There's usually not a big interval between.
God damn it, they put Visine in my food
I
again.
guess I'm just an asshole. Like, maybe this is, like, suddenly making sense. It's not biological.
Here comes eye drops.
All wait staff hate you.
Eye drops.
Here comes eye drops. He doesn't tip very well.
I thought I gave 20%'s not enough, I guess. God damn.
That's their whole wage, dude. So when Sophie vomits up this water monster, Cliff flamethrows it because that's how they've decided to kill it. One of the many ways they've decided to kill it.
Yes.
And it turns solid, and I don't understand that.
I don't get that either. Yeah.
It's fine. It's like, it looks like lava. It's fine. Whatever. It's fine. I'm not a scientist. It's fine.
Sure.
So Sophie's fine now. Great.
Good for her.
Cliff injects Jenny with some saline, I guess. I don't know. And that's when she's like, hey, kiss me real quick.
Yeah,
so when I vomit,
Right.
I would like to pass this on to you because we don't have children right now. And I think that we should pass on our genes to somebody. And he's like, what? I've got this water monster in a bag. And if you don't fucking get out of those bodies, I'm going to shoot this bag. I don't.
They were gonna know. If they don't get out, I'm gonna drop this bag into space and it'll die.
Yeah, it's still stupid to me.
Something like that.
I get it. It's still stupid to me.
I'm gonna put a goldfish in here, and it's gonna really suck for him.
It's gonna shit all over your friend.
Right. He's gonna feel nauseated. It's gonna be
joke's on you. My friend loves that.
Right. And like it suddenly renders it helpless, like though that it's in a bag. Oh God, no! I can't get out of here. Jesus Christ!
I can grab a human being.
Literally explode out of the moon and chase a spaceship. Later, it's coming soon. That's coming
Right.
soon.
Why?
Right, but I can't break out of this plastic bag. The Ziploc has got me bamboozled.
Why not just show these assholes a baggie of water and be like, hey, I got your
Hey.
friend.
Got your friend.
You better get the fuck out, or else I'm gonna fucking, I don't know, flush them down the toilet. Fuck you guys.
Hope you love your
I don't know.
mother.
Would it be like the equivalent of playing "Got Your Nose" to someone?
Wait a minute. I don't believe that for a second.
This is your sister. And she's dead. No brother. I mean, it's
You didn't know she was here, did you?
This threat of throwing your buddies into space actually worked, which is what blows me the mind most.
Yeah.
Blows my mind the most about this. Like, what?
Yeah.
You believe me?
You're trying to colonize a planet. Why would you give a fuck?
Yeah.
You know,
I could have said that like an hour or two ago. Would you have like, what?
Right.
These are just words.
We're
and
gonna
they're
hurt
bullshit.
one of you. Oh fuck. Well, we would have known you were gonna hurt people. Water worms. We would have never bothered.
Poor water worms.
Poor water.
And now we get a great shot of tentacles shooting out of this moon.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Chasing
Into space, which is space is really warm. It's
very it's like,
famously
zone.
hot.
Yeah, famous. It's just everybody
right,
knows it.
But
nothing,
not like so
nothing
warm
like liquid nitrogen or anything. No. It's like 74 most of the
room
time.
temperature. It's like
72, 74 degrees. Yeah, most of the time. Yep, and especially around this. Saturn. Yes,
especially. Are you kidding me? Yes.
Trucking around there.
Delightful.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so they're fine. Water monsters fine in space. It's fine.
Fine. Why do they need a ship then? Fucking just go. Just take off. Go to Earth. It's that
they're
way.
Communicating to Tom Sizemore like, we got it. We got it. And he's just like, oh, cool. Right on.
Whatever you say. Like I said earlier, I'm just gonna have to take your word for it. I mean, I'm just gonna have to
take your word for
it. Just head towards the big yellow thing. It's just like keep going that way. You're running to Earth pretty soon.
And the wormhole's about to close up.
Right.
And this scene was fucking 5 hours long because they need to get away from Worm Monster. They need to dump fuel because it's sodium. I don't know. They need to not get blasted by a nuke from Earth. They need to do all of those things and more.
And cover the ship in oil. Don't forget about that. They did that. Yeah.
And then at the end, they're not even in the same ship anymore. What the fuck is happening? I have no idea.
I don't know.
Everything was
they
like
rendezvous. They rendezvous with Tom Sizemore, and I guess they like merged the ships somehow. But we're like, we gotta bail on the old ship because it's like infested. So we gotta get the fuck out of here with that. And
the original ship
close. Yeah.
Okay. Because like lots of fast talking, lots of angry. And I was like, I'm not even writing notes because I don't know what the fuck is happening right now. So you know what?
I think there was a lot of methanese going on there too, with Tom. Maybe some slipping teeth, but methanese for sure.
Oh my God. Is it just me, or did he sound like fucking Rudy Giuliani? Like while he was talking, like the faster he got, the more I'm like, this is Rudy.
Clackety. Yeah.
Trying to like whenever he's sweating, like I could almost like imagine like the shit dripping down his forehead while he's at the like lawn service place.
Yes.
God,
Four Seasons, I believe you're talking about.
Yeah, the Four Seasons. They fought, and we're getting aside here.
No, please.
They fucking thought that was a Four Seasons hotel and booked
Oh, absolutely.
There's no way that was on purpose.
Absolutely.
I didn't try to play it off like, no.
We love landscaping.
We love America, and this is America.
Business owners like, what the fuck are they doing here? I don't know.
They paid us like $5,000 for an hour.
I was good.
Giuliani said, you want to come?
Where are we going to shoot it? Out back, I guess.
I'm not going to question it.
Parking lot. What? It's fine.
Fuck,
I'm going to say, like they're going to say, publicity and money and they're going to be like, no thanks.
Right. Even though they would have been better off just fucking abandoning the whole thing, just shot it in a park or whatever.
Are you sure you want to do this? Don't take your money. Don't take the.
Just
I would be
dig your heels in, double down
for us. Yeah. Yeah. Jesus Christ! And there are still people that are like stupid enough to think that guy
was smart,
knows what he's talking about.
I like how he's like with the proletariat and people. Yeah.
Oh my God! And the news that's coming out just regarding all of the bullshit lately is just astounding. We won't go too far into that, right?
It won't matter to them.
It won't matter to them.
And we've always known.
Oh yeah, I mean,
no, it's been like super clear, but like it's like so.
Yeah, when it comes
even
out,
try to cover their tracks is what's coming out.
No, because they thought that they were like untouchable. So now that they are touchable, they're like, what?
They're all texting each other like, Trump's an asshole. I can't believe we're pulling for this guy. Sidney Powell, she's a fucking idiot. And they're just texting this stuff to each other over and over. And like now, like Dominion's like, gotcha. Like how would you? It's like really pretty close to being open and shut, and it's hard to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of money.
Unless you're idiocy.
Yeah,
but there's still people that are like liberal media.
Absolutely.
Getting into their phones, I guess.
Okay. Oh, well. I'm gonna jump back in here because I'm looking at my notes, and there was a point in this wormhole where Jenny was like, hey, Greg, ex-boyfriend dude, the only way we're going to survive this is if you do some shit, some over place there. I don't know what it is. I wasn't paying attention. And he's like, you know what? I got you. And Cliff is like, but if you do that, you'll die. And he's like, whatever. Here's the thing. These guys are basically potentially risking the entire planet Earth's life by bringing this alien to them just so they don't die. And Greg's like, you know what? I will sacrifice myself for this tiny crew. But this crew can't be like, well, I'm not going to die. I mean, they basically are like, I'm not going to die. I'm going to fucking get through this wormhole. Fuck the rest of this planet that I'm from.
Yeah.
Right. I don't care if I destroy my entire planet.
No, I gotta get
everything I've ever known and loved. No, fuck it all.
I mean, fair. I don't give a shit either, but
who's gonna feed the cat?
Right.
No one knows that cat's home alone right now. It just has an automatic feeder, and who knows what's happening there.
But it has very good AI on the feeder.
Frank
kind of learns from the cat as it goes along, because they'll develop the cat's personality.
Why is the AI such an asshole? That's my cat joke.
Doesn't like that. Bad days.
Shortly after this, Sizemore finally joins the rest of the cast.
He stands up.
Yep, he stands up.
Cheers.
Oh, it was the same drink though. It was the same. Okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
We deserved at least 2 drinks for that.
Thank you.
Really.
But that was really exciting because the whole time he's been like in a storage room for this whole movie. And he got to like be with the dirty masses for the rest of the movie. It was very exciting.
I didn't even know if he ever made eye contact with them, or that was.
I honestly I was a little bit surprised that he was like in a scene with other people.
Same.
Kind of by the time we got to the end, I was like, he's not leaving that desk.
But Jungle Run, they did the same thing. It's like they buy you 10 minutes with the celebrity.
Rico trailer.
Right. But even Rico, he like had a couple different backgrounds, but Sizemore is like, I'm sitting down and that's it.
That's it.
You have 5 hours. That is it. Make it good, because I'm not coming back. But if there's a party after the movie, I'll do the last scene. Because I got
Yeah,
so much
probably
crack to
it.
share.
We're gonna
One
do
more
this,
eight
and then
ball.
it's a rap party. Rap
Right.
party.
I'm not gonna
We'll
rap.
be there.
Mm.
And then we land in the Dead Sea, and then the fucking asshole scientists, Jenny and Cliff, have to explain what the Dead Sea is to everybody else.
The what?
Right. It's like the saltiest lake in the world.
Yeah, I'm not stupid. I know what the Dead Sea is, you fucking assholes.
Right. I really would kind of wish it would have been like Salt Lake City. They landed just Mormon invasion. That would be
right.
funnier to me.
That would have been
More
amazing.
fun.
There's always chance at a sequel. Always.
No, there's not.
Mm.
But
Not
at
now.
the end, like that was the end, but also at the end, all the couples start making out, and I guess so Sophie and Greg are a couple now. I don't know what's happening there.
I don't know.
But Cliff and Jenny start making out, and just in the background, Tom Sizemore is mumbling about closed mouth kisses and like,
Yeah.
you guys.
Put your mask on. I think I heard that line too. Like it was shot during the pandemic. Like, what mask? Wait, what are you fucking? Oh,
Yeah, was that a pandemic?
I think
joke?
it was. I think it was Tom
know.
breaking
They
the
just
fourth
left
wall.
it in. Like,
Yeah,
Sizemore.
Tom, you shut up and do your lines. It's like, dude, these
Oh,
lines. Read
he is
those
so
lines.
great with improv. You are gonna love this. Check out this one line. He talks about masks. It's hilarious.
Right. I mean, just clears the room every time. We're in the aisles. I'm going to see it again just for that line.
I didn't look it up, but I wonder now, was that his very last movie?
I don't know.
I don't know. Because I know he did a couple last year for Asylum, I think. I don't know.
Don't know. But did just pass last month.
Less than a year.
Yeah, I feel like it just came out like December.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we shot
but I could be totally wrong. I don't know.
Could be. His death was pretty sudden. Yeah. Aneurysm.
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, was it? I thought that he was like in hospice for a minute.
No, he was in hospice because he
was he?
Yeah.
I don't know. Wikipedia said it was like a aneurysm. Or did he have the aneurysm and then go to the hospital like shortly after? I think usually that's a fucking pretty quick one. You know?
Yeah.
I guess it can go on for a while. But yeah.
Hey, let's talk about James Cameron for a second.
Sure.
I love the Terminator movies, even the bad ones. I don't give a shit about anything fucking else. I've never seen an Avatar movie. I've never seen Titanic. What else did he do that everyone loved and I didn't see?
I've never seen Titanic.
Really? High five, bro.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could have said that. I worked in a like a Camelot music where we sold movies and so like I've seen Titanic so many times.
Oh damn. Yeah. For the longest time I just like didn't get cultural references to it and things. And I still haven't seen it. I've seen like clips of it and I kind of know. You know,
I mean, yeah, you pick up on like whatever
the boat sank.
I don't care. I get it. The rich lady goes slumming. I get it. I don't care.
Right. And I wasn't a big fan of like Billy Zane then either.
Oh, I really loved Billy Zane at the time.
I like him now. Really like him in Demon Knight. Yeah, great movie. The Tales from the Crypt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Good flick. Yeah, it was good in Zoolander too. Like his little model cameo.
I had a whole bit in my stand-up thing about how I don't give a fuck about James Cameron, and I can't remember any of it or any of the movies that I said I don't give a shit about, except for Avatar. So, and then everyone's like, Avatar 2, you guys, it's going to be amazing. But everyone was like, Avatar, the first one, they were like, let's shit our pants about this amazing movie. And
I get that way. Yeah. If something's overhyped, I lose interest.
Yeah.
I think at the time I was like, poor as fuck, so I'm not going to go to a movie theater, but also
Right.
like I don't care enough once it's not in the theater to like try and find it.
Yeah, this movie is like 3 hours and 15 fucking minutes too. That was the killer for me.
No, thank you.
I was just like, no, I am not spending a half a work day in a fucking theater.
You better fucking pay me for
No,
that shit.
no. And then
That's a full like part-time shift.
yeah, no shit. And Conan Neutron was like, yeah, it was a great screensaver. I was like, yeah, it sounds about right. So I didn't go. I'll wait for it to come out and watch it at home, maybe
I won't.
over a couple of days.
I'll keep shitting on it, even though I know nothing about it and feel very fucking cool about it.
There you go. That's our motto.
You guys watch movies? I only watch Asylum movies. They're so much cooler.
Lame.
Oh my God. Speaking of that, there's like a movie coming out that I'm sure, like, I just read this, that I'm sure Asylum's gonna be pissed about, probably is pissed about. They made like now somebody's spinning off the Cocaine Bear that's out right now, and it's gonna be Meth Shark.
A cocaine
there
shark, yeah.
I've seen like a couple of mockbusters of Cocaine Bear, which is crazy because Cocaine Bear is basically, it's not a mockbuster, but it's just a stupid ass.
It's camp. It's like
total camp.
It's not a blockbuster. But you know what? Fuck yeah, everybody do that.
Yep.
I love it. Everybody's keep making dumbass movies.
Absolutely. I'd watch Cocaine any animal.
Agree.
Like a whole catalog.
I don't know. I wouldn't watch we have watched it, like Cocaine Trump.
Yeah.
Like John Jr. Dear Lord, that dude. Oh, I've been accused.
I'm fine.
Not true.
I can drink a little Visine. You're right.
Did you say drink a little Visine? Just a shot.
I'm sure he's had some dropped in his drink.
Oh my God. A full bottle. I mean, if I was starving.
Cocaine snail. Look at him go. Yeah, just about
that would be a funny one.
I'd watch that.
Great animation.
Yeah. What was that?
Really,
ew. It's all slimy. What the fuck was that?
What if we found out like this is bad? What like the Warner Brother cartoons were like just drug animals, like Speedy Gonzales. We all know what was going on.
Sure.
There,
Yeah.
Right. And then his cousin Slowpoke, he's on
and the cartels and what we know now.
Right.
Oh my God.
I could just see the thing today where we remake we take ideas. We're gonna revisit this idea and turn it into something new. Yes. That would be a fucking hilarious take.
Oh, speaking of which, since we're on the topic of rebooting, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I am fucking stoked for The Room reboot with Bob Odenkirk, because if you're going to redo a movie, make it a bad one. The good ones don't need to be remade.
Yeah.
Make the bad ones.
Yeah.
I love Bob Odenkirk.
I love him so fucking much.
Mr. Show. I loved Mr. Show.
Christ, so much.
The best.
Yeah.
I actually was on, I always forget to tell this whenever he's brought up. I was on a stand-up show with his son.
Really?
Yeah, like it was just a crazy attic show instead of a basement show. It was like a very like indie thing. But the very next day I got COVID, and it was March 13th. It was like before anyone knew anything about it. But it was at a show with Bob Odenkirk's son, and
maybe he gave it to you. Did he projectile
it's
vomit
very possible
water?
Because he came from New York that day, and that's when everyone's like, "Oh, don't go to New York. That's where it is." Anyway,
could be.
But also, did you guys see Nobody?
Yes. Yeah. Great. That was choice.
Yes, I did. Is that the one where he just like this
Me,
dad
I'm
that
nobody.
suddenly
Yeah.
turns into a badass.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, it's so fucking good.
Mm.
I need to watch it again because I
Oh,
only
yeah.
saw it on a plane and I was like, holy shit, how have I not seen this before? This
Yeah.
is so good.
I love how they don't like give away things entirely. Just little things like he sees a tattoo. Oh, excuse me, sir. Guidebooks. Yeah, great flick. Great flick. I won't spoil it.
Yeah.
Good movie.
As far as
Okay.
I'm concerned, Bob Odenkirk, it's impossible for him to do anything bad. I haven't seen Chicago Party yet, so I can say that with confidence.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either. Haven't seen anything bad with him.
Love
Great
David
man.
Cross too.
Yep.
Yeah. Follow David.
I
Yes.
mean, I would say that about the entire cast of Mr. Show, but then you got that guy who was at January 6th. So
Right. Does he count,
there's
though?
some really good people on there.
yeah, you got
Okay.
Paul F. Tompkins.
Mhm.
You got what's her
Jack
name?
Black.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's the first time I remember seeing him. You got what's her name from My Favorite Murder, who I don't like that show, but still you got her.
Yeah. Tool's first on-air performance on a Mr. Show
really?
episode. Yeah.
That's great.
Playing with the band name Pussifer. So it eventually named an actual band, Pussifer. Yeah. That was kind of the joke on Mr. Show. What was their band name? Him and Adam. Watch for it. It's out there. It's out there on YouTube.
I used to have them on DVDs, but
Yeah.
I've moved many times since then.
I have Mr. Show on DVD.
I think I do too. I've been rewatching all the young ones.
Yeah,
That's a good
got
one.
all those.
are you catching the fifth roommate in the second or the whatever watch through this is?
I haven't seen the young ones in so long. I don't remember.
I've got them all. Yeah, the whole box set of like 2 DVDs or whatever it is. I think it's like 19 episodes or something altogether. There wasn't many, but
No, there wasn't a lot of episodes.
Yeah, they were great. Motorhead,
Excellent.
excellent.
I remember that.
Yeah, that's like the most memorable one is Motorhead.
I think so. Yeah.
For me, anyway.
Madness. Sorts of good bands on there.
Oh
yeah. Anyway, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I had a blast. For our
we did it. We made it through another one.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're still
sane.
In memorandum, R.I.P. Tom Sizemore. That was the whole reason we decided to do this.
Yeah. Thank you for dying, dude.
We appreciate you.
Peace out.
All right, this is
5,000.
God, what a fucking awful tribute.
Hey, you know what? He did that to himself. So
right.
I ain't worried about it.
Yeah.
But you guys, we're on a fucking time.
We're on time.
It's been so fun.
Yay.
It has been. Goodness.
Thanks for having us on.
Everyone watching and listening will hear and see our puppet podcast soon because it's going to be amazing.
We're working on it, right?
Yeah. So until then, we'll see you at the movies.